want to get themselves onto that 8-meter, and it's not a bad plan because they are pretty productive on that 8-meter.
It feels like there's sort of an ebb and flow with the way she catches it there on that left side, sort of on the doorstep, her home. Like, there's space there, watch out. She's got plenty right now.
She's got the ball in his stick here.
Weaves her way into the middle. Perella's second today. Hofstra, 2-goal lead.
In the conference. Gets pushed down
Her
from
quickness doesn't just stop on the normal attack. She puts it into play all over the field, and you'll see it here on this 8-meter. She has one quick step where she thinks she might have that opportunity to,
entering play today. Alex Concannon, wearing number 00 in here on the man up, finds Lynskey on the left side. Those two are graduate transfers, have made a big impact here this season in their lone season here in Hempstead. Concannon behind the net. Out in front, Philbin scores, and the Pride are on the board first.
James Philbin has continued to elevate his game in this senior season. Second goal this year on the man up. He's had points now in 9 straight, and he just slides right in here on this man up opportunity. You got Sykes looking around after you get that ball behind the cage. GLE, beautiful, nobody there. Good first couple of possessions here for the Pride. Something that on Tuesday in their loss against Towson where they fell 10-8, they didn't really see that. It was a really rough start for them. And something that Coach Tierney was mentioning to us earlier this week is even though we didn't play well that game, good teams have to come back when you're not playing well. And even though they fell in that contest, you want to see a better start here in the first, and so far this has been an excellent start.
Philbin rips one up top, 2 for James Philbin in the first 2 minutes and change, and the Pride lead it 2-0.
They had Philbin sitting there on that left wing, and he can grip it and rip it. And the short stick a little late coming off inside her. Philbin already 2 goals here in the opening 3 minutes. Once more, it's Sykes. Works up high, beautiful pass. Put it right over the head in the early going, and that's really important when you're facing a team that's the number 1 in the conference in terms of statistics of goals per game.
It's been a test so far for Delaware goalie Matt Kilcarry, senior out of Lake Sherwood, California. 7-2 coming in for the Blue Hens in his first year as a starter. Goals against average just over 10, and he's saved 54% of his shots thus far this season. Delaware 7-2 overall, 4-1 in the CAA coming in. Here is Sykes out in front, and they score again. It's Riley Forte. Justin Sykes has been the feeder early, and the Pride have a 3-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to shadow Ryan Tierney in this game, which already we have seen in the first 4.5 minutes, it's going to be trouble because Hofstra's got plenty.
He's joined by 2 other guys on the attack line who are really dangerous, and Tye Kurtz, who wears number 2, and Mike Robinson, the conference leader in goals per game, who wears 19. He has it here. Robinson is a shooter. The other 2 guys can do both, score and set up. Some contact back behind. Out in front, it is Kurtz, and the Blue Hens are on the board.
Well, that's Kitchen right there, who eventually draws the defender away and draws so much of that attention, getting himself up high. Look at Kitchen. That's where he always works, around GLE. Takes the body, brings 2 defenders up, and actually Tom Ford gets caught down there, so Tye Kurtz with between a couple of defenders. So Delaware here with that very important face-off and possession after the goal, down by 2.
Starting midfield for Delaware, the Accioni twins, freshmen from Ontario. Matt wears 25, Cam number 45, and then Mark Bita, the senior out of New Jersey, someone that Coach DeLuca had a lot of praise for during our chat with him earlier this week. Kitchen up top, and Delaware has scored 2 straight.
So much firepower for the Blue Hens. Charlie Kitchen already showing why he's one of the best in this conference. Getting the hands free, takes the screen. Great screen there from Accioni, and that one goes right past Kate. Concannon gets the look here instead of Tierney. Concannon coming back from injury. Great addition to this lineup after playing a number of years at Johns Hopkins.
A grad transfer, Alex Concannon from Syosset here on Long Island. Here he is. Finds Philbin. James Philbin has a couple already, looking for more. Philbin down low, and it's a hat trick for the senior James Philbin. 4-2, Pride lead it.
James Philbin getting those hands free. What a first quarter for Philbin. Taking it right across. Nice look on the run. 4 years. I mean, those are big shoes to fill, and he has really filled them this year. And now these goalies are starting to settle in with some back-to-back saves. Now you're starting to see the offense slow down a little bit more, get a little more methodical in how you're approaching the shots.
Nick Jessen in the game here for Delaware, working left. Now back behind it is Kitchen. Kitchen out in front, Robinson down low. He's on the board, and Delaware is back within one.
Mike Robinson's been a gigantic surprise for Ben DeLuca. Said he never expected him to have the kind of start he has had in his first 2 seasons. Look at that patience right along the crease. Such a good shooter, because it's so true. Enjoy it while you have it, because there's so many different times that these teams have had to stop and take pauses throughout their season. And of course, when you reflect back on just the 2020 campaign where both of these teams were just getting started, you know, it really means a lot. So when we asked him what it would mean to win a conference title, he said probably even more, because you got to enjoy it while you have it.
Out in front, the Pride score again. It's Colton Rudd. And Hofstra has a 2-goal lead again. It is 5-3.
You win that loose ball, you maintain the possession, and then get the pass right off as Colton Rudd ends up working here. Right up and over the shoulder of Kilcarry. Rudd's
teams near the top of the CAA. Everybody but Fairfield has really been in the mix and the national conversation throughout the season, so it is going to be a dogfight. One of those teams is going to miss the conference tournament coming up in a few weeks.
That's what makes the CAA so much fun to watch. I mean, there's never that one favorite.
Nice move inside, and the Pride on the board again. It's Ryan Sheridan. Hofstra leads at 6-3.
First goal of the season for Ryan Sheridan as well. Getting himself his first look today. Look at this. He's got those long strides, cradling with his right, has the short stick, switches back, goes right towards the crease. Mind getting right on you. Doesn't mind taking the contact.
And the ironic thing about that is his 2 fellow starters on attack are both Canadian, in Tye Kurtz and Mike Robinson. Here's Kitchen again. Goes up top, off the crossbar from Robinson, way high up in the air. Finally comes back down here, bouncing towards the cage. On it are the Blue Hens, and they score. A flag goes flying after the goal. What a sequence that was. It was Kurtz out in front who scored it, and Delaware is within 2.
Boy, that was so lucky. First, you make that extra pass, and you get that shot off from Robinson up high, who's got some shot on him. And then Kurtz, the ball, the way the...
Won by Herveda of Delaware, and they go right back at it.
That's really one of their only clean wins.
Robinson off the post. Battle for it here on the near side, and Hofstra going to scoop up the ground ball. Here come the Pride. The long pole, the bouncer, they score. Keegan Santos. Pride lead it by 3.
His first goal, he was looking over. Look, he's looking for someone. Who am I going to? Who am I going to? I'll just take it myself. Little bouncer. Love the skip to the back.
Has 3 for the Pride here in the first half. He has it on the far side here on this final possession. Philbin back behind the cage. Comes out in front, fires up top, and scores. It has been James Philbin's day here at Hofstra. They lead it by 4.
4 tallies here in the first half and a 4-goal lead. Put it right in his stick. Gets the short stick matchup, works around, fires it up and in. Every goal.
Kitchen working on Denenza. Using that big body. And now off for Tye Kurtz. Nick Jessen. And now it's Robinson. Robinson back behind for Kitchen. Curls out in front, and Charlie Kitchen puts it home.
Yeah, Denenza, who was guarding him there, couldn't decide which way to go with it because Kitchen, while he has that big body, he's got those quick feet. You get him right behind the cage at X, and there was that little hesitation, which was maybe a little tough.
Kilkerry way out of his cage to help in the clear effort. And Bito will touch inside the box. Charlie Kitchen with his back to the goal. Out in front, the bouncer, Robinson, in the slot. Or check that, it's Cam Accioni, who was wide open out in front, and Delaware is back within two. Accioni with his first of the game.
Yeah, they got Kitchen all the way out high, and all he did was just flip a little pass across, and eventually Accioni's there in the slot. In the CIA, any given day, someone can go down. You even saw it today. You know, UMass falling, even though they won all but 2 faceoffs in the entire contest. Drexel getting themselves for a chance maybe at first place now after getting a win here. They're on a little win streak. The CAA is a tough conference to win in the regular season, and even tougher to win a tournament.
Ryan Sheridan has a goal in the game, make it 2. Big Ryan Sheridan, the sophomore, with Hofstra's first goal of the quarter.
Well, season high here for Sheridan with the 2 tallies. And both of them coming in different ways. This one, he stays back a little bit more. He's got that long arms, those long reach, gets the short stick, shoots it right.
For goals. Sheridan has chipped in 2. He's got it here. Ryan Sheridan, the sophomore. Concannon down to 15 in the quarter. Matt Elder out in front. Lynskey able to catch it and put it home, and Justin Lynskey beating the buzzer with just 3.9 on the clock. Hofstra takes a 4-goal lead.
Right on cue, saying Lynskey was held out. Well, look at Elder here. Elder becomes the ball carrier. Somehow they miss Lynskey there, but the shot, the coaches talk going to the game plan of what they expect, what they hope, would it actually work when you get out in their field, and really you've seen that, you know, the Grant matchup, the Santos matchup, trying to contain these guys, and it has worked out according to plan. And it just comes down to the depth players and seeing who can really take over those other facets of the game.
Kitchen along the goal line, the bouncer. What a move from Charlie Kitchen. He was close to the crease, and the officials are going to discuss it. And the goal is good for Kitchen. Delaware back within 3.
This was just what I was talking about, too, because remember, if Santos pushes him in, it could end up wiping off the goal if he goes in. But how about Charlie Kitchen? You know, he's got great feet right around the crease. That's what he does really well, too, besides that body. Spaces himself in front of Santos, still has that tippy.
Justin Scott working to his left hand. Scott, the bouncer, off the crossbar. That took a nifty hop there. And Hofstra catching a break. Now Kitchen fires up top and scores. How about Charlie Kitchen coming to play here in the 4th quarter?
Second all-time in conference history in points, only behind Ryan Tierney, and showing you why he's been one of the best to do it these past 5 years. Logan Denenza really upset after this play because he did almost everything he possibly could. Gets the body on him, Look at Kitchen. I don't mind him ripping it off. Those quick.
Herber and Herveda on the face-off. Wing players come in to battle for it. And Herveda able to scoop up the ground ball. Here comes Owen Grant. Grant the bouncer, and Delaware is within 1.
Delaware has not won a lot of face-offs today, but those back-to-back are so huge. First, the Kitchen goal. Now here off the wing play, Owen Grant gets the pass, the long pole, puts it in the back of the net. Just one of those things, Kevin, you never expect. Obviously, we were going to a game. Expect the unexpected.
They fire up top and score again. It's Robinson, 4 unanswered for Delaware. And the Blue Hens have come back to tie it at 10 in the first 3 minutes and change of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, a few defensive breakdowns here. And on this one, just a crossfield pass. Nobody's there. Oaks gets out to him a little bit too late.
Delaware to open up the fourth, and what was a 10-6 Hofstra advantage is now a 10-10 ball game with 11 minutes left. And you can feel the pressure mounting here in Hempstead. A game that is so crucial for both of these teams in terms of the CAA standings, and Delaware on a big-time run here. And now they've got it back and they've got numbers. Here's Kurtz for Kitchen, behind his back, and the Blue Hens lead it.
That's 5 straight. 5 straight in just a couple of minutes. Kurtz, the extra pass, the behind the back.
Has it here. Lynskey behind the cage for Concannon. Penalty has expired. Concannon out in front. Philbin looked like shot it off the post there. Kilcarry was there. Philbin had an opportunity, could not convert, and here come the Blue Hens in transition. Kurtz for Kitchen, the bouncer. 6 goals for Charlie Kitchen.
Boy, from that one shot on the other end, what just went outside the bar, Philbin took that shot in the transition game right up the field. Here's Aiden Fritz. Fritz gets the pass right over. Extra one from Kurtz to Kitchen.
And no surprise here, the Blue Hens going to work some clock in the process.
Hey, you got the minute, you might as well at this point. You got a 2-goal lead. You know Hofstra can score at any moment once they get the ball back. So you might as well use most of it before you end up trying to put one in.
Accioni. Now Kurtz down low, he scores. Tye Kurtz with the man up. 7 unanswered for the Blue Hens.
And Casey got a piece of that one. And I think it just got right underneath his arm, just trickled in, because he definitely got a piece of it. And Tye Kurtz, who was already on a 25-game point streak, and he's a guy who knows how to get the ball in the back of the net too. Gets it on the man up, 3-goal advantage. Things not looking too good right now for the Pride here in the fourth.
Here comes Keegan Santos, 1:15 on the clock. Elder. Under a minute. Out in front, Forte off the side of the net. Tierney up with the loose ball. They get it to Lynskey. He scores. Justin Lynskey with 49 seconds on the clock brings Hofstra back within 2.
Nothing is impossible. Still with 49 seconds and Brian Herber in cage. That shot from Lynskey would want a couple more points here to get back for a win.
Brian Herber, a face-off win. Hofstra's got 40 seconds to try to erase this 2-goal deficit. They get it to Tierney. Ryan Tierney working free, fires wide. Elder wins the race, 34.1 on the clock.
Look, all you need is one, and you still have a chance here with Herber at the X.
Elder. Goal line extended, he scores. Matt Elder, just his 2nd goal of the season, and Hofstra is within 1 with 27 seconds left.
Big moment, too, to have that goal. Of course, you're taking it from GLE, you're going from the outside. It's really just you and your short stick at this point, and he was able to actually get
field along with Sykes, Forte, Philbin, and Lynskey. Here's Tierney. Going to go one-on-one against Grant. Ryan Tierney out in front. Tierney scores. The officials are going to talk about it before they give the signal. It is a good goal for Ryan Tierney, and we're tied at 13.
Good time to have your first goal of the game, Ryan Tierney. gets the spin move. Watch this move against Grant, who's been on him all day. First that spin move, gets the double team, still finishes.
Veda. It's tied up. They're going to keep it there and play for OT. Ryan Tierney, his only goal of the game, the biggest goal of the game, sending this one to overtime.
First quarter. So maybe you go back to what you're doing to try and draw something away, which I think is exactly what they want to do. If Tierney's there, that's fine, but they got other guys.
Philbin. Now Lynskey. Sykes is open and the shot is saved by Kilcarry. Justin Sykes had a great look and Kilcarry was ready for it.
Yeah, tried to go high to high looking for that far post, and Kilcarry had that stick up the whole way. Dance around this Pride ride once again, something they've done pretty well.
So each team with a good look here to start overtime, and both goalies coming up with a big save. Now Delaware will take a timeout.
Pretty solid. So you have to do the same thing, and it's going to be Charlie Kitchen starting out high.
Kitchen marked by Denenza, as he has been all game long. 6 goals in the game for Charlie Kitchen. He'll take it back behind. Kitchen working his way out in front. Charlie Kitchen out in front, Kurtz by himself. Delaware, the overtime winner, Tye Kurtz on the doorstep.
You're paying so much attention to Kitchen because that's the kind of attention he brings. Already with 6 goals today. But don't forget about Tye Kurtz. Phenomenal lacrosse player who just sneaks his way in. Just finds his way somehow past the defensive breakdown. Yeah, the poles came out high to try and block off with Kitchen, and you forgot about Kurtz right along the crease. And for him, it's just all about that patience in the tight